into sad console exclusives, I would say they're all sad.
Yeah, That's what I'm thinking. Because at the moment, you look at Wii U and Xbox and PS4. There are no good PS4 exclusives. People say Bloodborne, but that's so fucking niche. People don't realize the Souls games are for just really, really angry game journalists, and that's it.
Yeah, I can't. I haven't got the patience. Like, I don't mind a hard game. It's kind of like Lisa Simpson. I don't mind a challenge that I can do. But if you're going to be really hard... Again, people get off on it. I don't. But, like, I don't mind being hard. Just don't make me redo all the shit that I've already done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I got Bloodborne. I can see the appeal, but is it, like, the greatest game of all time and the game of year 2015? No.
I don't know.
It really isn't.
I haven't played it, so I won't cast aspersions. But when I was doing my game of the year, because normally it's like, oh yeah, if you haven't got an Xbox One or you just got one for Christmas or you got a PlayStation or whatever, you should go out and get these games. And I'm sitting there going, there is no game here that I could honestly tell someone that it's worth like $500.
Mm. Same with PS4. I mean, I bought a PS4 because Infamous was coming out.
Yeah.
And I love Infamous, but at the end of the day, Infamous Second Son was a bit shit.
It was alright. It wasn't. The second one is by far the best Infamous game. But like, I couldn't say, yeah, go out and spend $400 on that game. No. By $400, of course, I mean the console. Or Killzone. The order is fucking terrible. I don't care what N4G says. I swear that website is just a work. It's designed to piss people off, and it works because I can't go on there anymore. I can't handle it.
Mate, P4R, play for real games. You read that?
No.
That's just shit talking, like just fake articles and shit.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking brilliant.
But then, like, even third party, I can't really. I mean, The Witcher. But that's I'm not going to say niche.
Yeah, but
you'd have to be pretty hardcore.
The thing is, once you own a console, then you're subscribing to play like all these big releases, like The Witcher 3 and Fallout 4. And at the end of the day, I think I've got my money's worth from my PS4 purchase.
Yeah,
but it's not on the exclusives. I think I'd get my money's worth from an Xbox One. Or maybe not my money's worth because it's $50 extra.
Is it still $50 extra?
Probably not now. I think they undercut it because they got rid of they did a connectless bundle.
Oh yeah.
But at the launch it was $50 extra.
Because you'd have to assume that people that haven't bought the consoles now are either hardcore gamers with the PC,
Nintendo fans,
which is pretty much the scum of the earth right now, or casual people. And there's no super duper. Call of Duty maybe, but I don't know. It would just be hard to recommend. But like you said, exclusive based to the Xbox. Halo. I'm not a Halo fan, but going off what all the big Halo fans say is that the single player was crap, the multiplayer is really good. So I will admit that while I'm generally against remasters, I do like that Xbox One has 4 Halo games in a bundle and not individually. Yeah. Like
fucking Gears of War remaster. What the fuck was that? Why?
Well, that was the first one, and then if you bought it, then you got the backwards compatible.
Yeah, so that's
2,
great.
3 Judgment and
fantastic 540p resolution. I just finished the first one in like 1080p 60 frames a second. Now I'm going down.
Yeah, that's another thing. I do not like Gears of War, but I've bought and owned every Gears of War game. It's weird. I don't get it. Same with Halo. Actually, no. Halo since Reach. And I don't like Halo. I don't like the multiplayer. And then if you're going to get it for Halo, chances are you're a big Halo fan, you've already got it. Or you're not, and you're going to enjoy the crappy single player and then go in the multiplayer and just get fucking demolished because all the hardcore people are there and no one else.
Well, it's like with Uncharted. They revealed Uncharted 4. What, like, before? Was it before the PS4 was even launched?
I can't remember now.
But it was, like, so long ago. That's one of the reasons you bought a PS4.
Yeah.
Like, you sat there and you said, well, if there's an Uncharted game, I have to get this. You look at going back to Nintendo, because fuck Wii U, man.
We're salty.
Zelda for Wii U was revealed at the same time that they revealed Wind Waker HD. Wind Waker HD came out September 2013. So it's... and then we don't even have a release date. We don't even have a name for the new Legend of Zelda game. We just have maybe 7 minutes of footage, and that's on a tiny screen. Because do you remember did you watch the Game Awards 2014.
I would have. They closed with it, didn't they?
They closed with
I remember now.
And it's just Miyamoto and the director of Legend of Zelda, Aonuma. They're just playing it on a fucking screen behind them. And it's tiny. And it's like, the fuck are you guys doing? Like, maybe it looks hideous, but it's great watching two ancient Japanese men playing a game that, you know, has been in development for so long.
Yeah. But see, I reckon it's going to be, it's coming out on Wii U, but if you want to get the super duper ultra HD enhanced DLC version, then you better get it on the NX. I could see that happening.
But the NX will be $99 console that can only play ROMs. So
that would be nice. I would buy that.
I'll play Mario Party 2.
I like Mario Party 2. That was the best one.
This guy almost bought Mario Party 10.
Yeah, but then
half the game is unlocked by owning Amiibo. You can't play half the game if you don't own an Amiibo.
Because again, it's my nostalgia that's getting me. Because I played all these great Nintendo franchises on the 64 and then have gone without them for like 15 years. And I saw Mario Party 10 and I got all excited. And then I went to get it and I looked on the box. And it's like, you need to have the nunchucks. I thought, you're fucking kidding me. So I went home and did a bit of research. And like every single minigame needs the nunchucks.
The Waggle remote? You don't even own the Waggle remote.
I don't own the Waggle remote because I don't have a Wii. And I'm not going to go out and spend like $100 on 4 fucking remotes.
I know.
For a console.
Overpriced.
Like, why wouldn't you bundle it with, like, you know, remember Buzz? And you got the controllers? Why? I don't fucking know. Anyway, that game tanked anyway.
It should all be done with iToy. Mario Party iToy edition.
Going back.
I'd buy that. No, I wouldn't.
So what other exclusives are there that I didn't like? What's that Xbox one?
Devil's Third.
Is that an exclusive though?
Yeah, it's where you... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, but the multiplayer is coming to PC or something like that. Which makes no sense, because it's like, oh, wow, I'm going to play this fucking PS2 game in fucking 4K at 140 hertz.
Just the multiplayer?
I think so.
That's weird. That is weird. But, fuck, it was by those PlayStation dudes. I can't remember the name of it.
Exclusive.
On Xbox. It was the one you really wanted to play, and then you came over and played like 20 minutes.
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, that was boring. It was fun for 20 minutes, but shit, it was just the same shit over and over and over again. What other exclusives did I ever got? Dead Rising. That was crap.
Tomb Raider, which I found interesting because that's Square Enix, and then they still haven't axed half the development team. So wait for the PS4 version. Half the team's gone.
I know that. The first Tomb Raider, not the first one, the reboot did amazing, and it sold really good. And they're like, it didn't sell enough copies.
6 million.
That's
6 million is good.
Yeah, and that was right at the end of a console generation too. Like, that's no bullshit. That was great.
And then they released the definitive edition anyway.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably sold more than that one has.
Yeah, it's $6 on Xbox. If you haven't played the first Tomb Raider, it's probably worth $6. So I'd say it's worth $6. But yeah, I can't. Like, there's a few exclusives coming out now. Quantum Break. Is that an exclusive?
It's PC.
But is it a Microsoft exclusive?
It's PC.
Because I don't
understand that.
I remember very distinctly having an argument with a kid in high school. I'll tell you who it is later, because you'll probably be able to guess. But he was going on and on and on that this game wasn't an exclusive. He was a massive PlayStation fanboy. It still is. That some game, I can't remember what it was, wasn't an exclusive because it was also on PC. It was on Xbox 360. It was on PC. I'm like, all right, well, that's fair enough. But I'm like, you also have to accept that this game isn't an exclusive for PlayStation because it's also on the Vita. And it was just going on and on and on about, no, it's the same manufacturer, it's the same thing. I'm like, I can't be fucking bothered with this. So I don't care, really. I think it's great that more people get to play it. I'm a bit worried about the game, but it looks good. Although it's a bit weird that they still have on their website that being developed exclusively for Xbox One. But it's amazing that game went from being exclusive to Xbox One and being the worst fucking game that anyone's ever seen, and no one was going to play it. It's not worth my money. Who's doing this fucking TV thing? And then the second it got announced for PC, it went from that to the best game ever. Can't wait to buy it. Really excited. Like, all this on N4G again. I hate to reference this website again, but all the PlayStation fanboys are like, oh, fuck this game. How many people overnight have a fucking gaming PC? A lot, apparently. So yeah. And that's really the only... Oh, Uncharted.
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank, that's going to sell gangbusters.
Isn't that a remake, though?
It's the same story, but, you know, prettied up. So it's not... Unlike, you know, one of those fucking remasters that are just the same assets done up. This has new level designs, but the same planets. Like, same names for stages, but they're completely redesigned. New bosses, new characters. A movie that we're not getting until June.
When does it actually come out?
April. Which I'm pissed off about.
That's like the Steve Jobs movie. That's already out on Blu-ray in America, like a month ago, and it just came out in movies here. I don't understand it, personally. Maybe they saw Quentin Tarantino and shit their pants. I don't know. It's just, it doesn't make sense. Alright, so your friend is going out and they're buying an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, and you can recommend one exclusive game. What do you do? Did you just say
recommend them a remaster?
I know, you'd probably like The Last of Us.
Yeah, that's so stupid. Like, that's the only thing that I'd be like, oh yeah, I guess, if you're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, The Last of Us Remastered is still really, like, it hasn't gone down in price.
Really?
Because it launched at $70 and now it's like $59.
Ugh.
So, yeah. And I just bought the Uncharted collection.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, that's not going to go down in price.
No. See how they changed the box art, like, overnight?
That was fucking weird.
I
went into the store. I saw it before they came up on all the sites and shit. And I picked it up and I'm just like, why are they giving me a download code for in a box? Oh shit, this is actually the game box now.
I was weak because I still remember it as like it had 3 of them or whatever. It was that way. I can't remember now. And now it's all different.
And just blue.
Yeah.
Like fucking... It
That's
looks
weird.
like a download card.
It does.
So
who knows? And then, because there's plenty of third-party games out there, but if you're getting a PlayStation 4, it'll just be a paperweight for exclusive games, and same with the Xbox One. But you've got The Witcher, you've got Fallout, you've got...
So if you want exclusives, you're saying go Wii U?
No. Well, they've got more. Hang on, I better watch what I say.
No, they definitely have more. They're just not for everyone.
No, and they're not worth the fucking $400, $300, however much that console costs these days.
I know. This hasn't gone down in price. Over Christmas, it was cheaper to buy a PS4 and an Xbox One than anyone had the Wii U for.
That's fucked.
Yeah. But that's because they bundled Mario Kart with the Wii U, and they only bundled the Uncharted collection with PS4. Who wants that?
Mario Kart's good for 20 minutes. And past that, it's just fucking rubber banding and the fucking blue shell.
Mate, that's because you lose to me every time.
I don't know, not every time. If I get the blue shell and I'm rubber banding, I'm alright. It's fucking, I just can't, no. Don't like racing games. Right, should we move on to our next topic of discussion?
Yes.
And that, of course, is half-completed releases. What do we mean by that?
Well, this week we had Street Fighter 5. I'm sure that you've heard. Like, have you heard about how it released?
I've heard people complaining, but I haven't heard why.
It doesn't have arcade mode. It barely has any mode where you actually play with AIs. So, and it doesn't have a story. Like, normally they'd have a story mode, which in a fighting game is terrible.
Yeah.
But if there's barely any AI, that's not in the game. Arcade's not in the game. It's just...
What do you mean by arcade?
Like, it sets you on a course against a certain number of...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what, you can really only play it with one other person or something, or online?
With another person or online. And the online servers apparently suck.
Of course, you can't play a fighting game online. They've been trying to do this for years. It just doesn't work. Of all the games where you need to be zero lag, a fighting game is definitely it. But that's ridiculous. I suppose it's full price as well.
Yep.
So I would struggle.
And the most interesting thing is, in Australia, Big W, they had it for $64 for 2 days, and then they went to $78, and then after that it was $89 or something like that. Yeah. Just at Big W alone.
Yeah. So that's what I say to these people all the time, is that if we don't... Video games here don't go on sale ever, as you've learnt from like the prices we've been rattling off. But like when they first come out, Target and Big W will try and undercut like EB Games or whatever by selling it at like $69, $62, which I'm assuming has to be very, very, very close to cost price.
Yeah. Well, when JB sold so many copies of Fallout 4
for $59,
that was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. And, you know, so we have to support that by going in pretty much blind sometimes because there's no review and picking up these games for that price.
And when you go into Big W's or Target, make sure that you buy a shirt or some chocolates.
Or a bottle of water. Something that they've racked up so they can make a profit and realise that, oh shit, we better keep doing this. Not that I do that, but you should. But God, they're always useless there. I went to Target in Warrawong, for those who... Yeah, that's a place. And I can't remember what game it was, and I'm like, oh, have you got the copies of X? And he's like, oh yeah, they're in the box. I'll unbox them later today. You want me to give you a ring? I'm like, fucking seriously? You can't just open it now? So I went to Big W and got it cheaper anyway. So fuck Target, go to Big W if you can. That's my logic. And then you get your Woolworths rewards dollars.
Yeah, I need my Coles rewards. Much more important.
But yeah, half completed releases. So other examples of this, a Battlefront, where the community decides, well, it hasn't got a single player or it hasn't got a decent co-op, so it must be half completed.
Well, and they only have so many maps.
True.
And that's behind. And if you want more, we have more than more. Buy a season pass.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fucked. Don't make people buy a season pass because you're trying to release a game before it comes out. Before the movie comes out. Fuck EA.
Oh yeah, big time. And then, you know, you got the Ubisoft games like I don't know.
Not Jigsy. Jigsy's nice.
What's the name of that fucking goddamn thing? The Tom Clancy one. Rainbow Six. No single player. And it's interesting because I was doing a little bit of research and I was listening to some other podcasts and they quote that it's kind of like the backwards compatibility thing. Everyone moans and bitches and bitches and bitches and bitches that, oh, you know, it's got no single player, but then like market research will show that like 1% of people play and complete being the word, like a Call of Duty campaign. So while we're giving them mixed signals that we want more focus on multiplayer.
But the interesting thing when you say that, you can go, like, I don't know if it's with Xbox as well, but on PS4 you can go and you can see how many people have gotten the trophy for finishing the game. It's more than 1%.
No, but you know what I mean, like comparatively.
Yeah,
like it's such a tiny number.
Small. Yeah.
But then people say, well, you know, it's better just to have the multiplayer because then they can put all their time and effort into the multiplayer as opposed to like a crappy 5-hour single player that no one really plays. But then, alright, that's fair enough. But name me one multiplayer only game that has lasted and that is actually really good. Titanfall was okay
like
at best.
Free 360 PS3 version.
So but that's not multiplayer only though. I think, unfortunately...
It was for PS3 and 360.
Oh yeah, shit, it was too.
And it was fucking... it's fucking hideous. It looks so bad. Like, I swear they just got like pre-rendered graphics from a Unity pack and just chucked them in. Like, someone said, there is a corner here and there is a tank in the corner, and they just went on Unity store, tank. Oh, this one's free, I'll use this one.
I gotta watch a video on that, on like the gameplay, because that'd be hilarious.
It's so bad.
But like, speaking of Call of Duty, I think that Call of Duty, say what you will about Call of Duty, that sucks, it's the same shit every year. For the price that Call of Duty is in comparison to Battlefield or Battlefront or Tom Clancy, you get so much fucking content and a really decent... I mean, yeah, it's probably the same shit fucking recycled over year and year, but you can't... Technically, the multiplayer in Call of Duty is really solid.
But so many people get suckered into the season pass.
Of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Well, see, true, but forget season passes exist, right? And you're just buying the base game.
It's hard to do that.
I know
anymore.
It is. You're just buying the base game. So we'll compare Star Wars with the new Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Single player, a massive fucking co-op that they've put a lot of fucking effort into. A different co-op mode that you unlock once you beat the story. So with 3 game modes already, and multiplayer. In Star Wars, you get multiplayer. And that's problem.
You get 16 types of multiplayer. People only play 2 types of that. And like 80% play one type. I don't... Like, stop putting so many modes of multiplayer in your games.
Exactly. And then how many maps does Star Wars have? I probably should have Googled this earlier, but I'm assuming that...
I think it's 4 planets, 2 maps per planet.
Oh, okay.
And then they have the new planet because they did one for the movie.
Oh, right.
And then there's more coming because of season pass. Yeah. But it's a $74 season pass.
Yeah, that's not worth it. And you look at... There's the website you can go to and see how many people are actually playing a game. I can't remember it. Google it. And like Star Wars has just gone... So
more people are playing Battlefield 4
Really?
now than people are playing Battlefront on PS4.
Yeah, because Star Wars is the worst kind of fan service. It looks great, the music is fucking amazing, it's got all your favourite characters in it, but the gameplay, there's no variety. The guns is like 3 guns. So...
Yeah. Well, you played the beta.
The demo, I did.
Yeah, the demo.
I thought it was fucking horrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't run out and get it.
No.
I played it, I was like, maybe if there's nothing else coming out, I knew there was so much other stuff coming out, because my cousin, little one, he's into that kind, like he's into Star Wars, and it's not it's not violent.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you understand that concept?
Yeah.
Like how Destiny is not violent.
Yeah.
And Halo somehow sneaks away with an M rating. Even though you're fucking shooting people in the face.
Yeah, I know, it's weird, isn't it?
It's lasers, though. Infamous gets M's instead of MAs. You fucking smash people with goddamn motherfucking pieces of iron that you've electrified. Don't worry, he's only getting electrocuted. M.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? Like, when Australia was famous for banning games, we've kind of relaxed a little bit now. I could never understand how the condemned games got through. If you play the condemned games like I have, I love them, you'll realise that at their core, they are a simulator for killing homeless people with as many blunt objects as you can find in the world, and it always confused me. But yeah, I understand what you mean, but it's fan service. And everyone knew what it was going to be, and everyone bought it anyway against my wishes. But yeah, fuck season passes. Like, I've bought 2 season passes in my time. I got burnt on one. I've learned. I got burnt on Shadow of Mordor. I love Shadow of Mordor so bad. And they're like, oh, you get the season pass. It's blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking, fuck it, I'll get the season pass. Because I liked it so much. And they released like 3 DLCs, and 2 of them were little hunting missions. Well, fuck off.
Are you getting the Fallout 4?
I've already got it.
Yeah, that'd be right.
Made a video about that the other day. I was in... Because Marcus... No, I found out, told Marcus, and he's like, well, you're going to get it or not? And I'm like, fuck, now what do I do? So I went out, and I was in Coles, and I'm going around, I'm like, fuck, what do I do? I like Fallout, but I don't want to support this bullshit. I don't want to put my money down before the DLC's announced, and I ultimately just pulled the trigger. Because if you think about it, if only one of all those DLC packs is good... How do I explain it? So season pass was $50. The massive DLC, which is going to be good because it's
$40.
It's $40. Yeah. So if I lose $10 on that gamble, that's
fine. You've only paid $59 for.
Yeah, I only paid $59. So technically, I've made a profit.
I know you paid less than Americans did.
I did. I paid
$59. Yeah, instead of $59.99.
Yeah. Was it $59 or was it $59.99?
No, it was $59 for a JB.
Oh,
but in America, it'd be $59.99
plus tax.
Plus tax,
because they don't put their tax on, which is something you learn in America. It's fucking irritating. Oh, this Hershey's is only $1, and you get up to the $1.15, and because they have pennies or 13 cents, because they have pennies for whatever fucking reason,
they give you change.
You have to count 13 fucking pennies. It's just, or you can take a penny, leave a penny. I don't understand that concept. I get it, but it's just keep it. I don't want it. So yeah, what are other half-assed releases? Not in terms of like not having a multiplayer or a single player, but like,
well, I think as a Wii U fan, as a Splatoon fan, let's get out of the way. They released a game with 4 multiplayer maps. They had a single player.
Yeah,
it was all right. It was a bit short, but it was meant to be a multiplayer game. So they released the multiplayer with 4 maps, and that was fucking just like, don't release it if you only have 4 maps. 2 weeks later, they released a new map for it that was on the disc, that was time locked to unlock at this point. And then there was 2 more maps on the disc, and then a patch came in with more maps and more weapons and stuff. But it was all free.
Yeah,
I think that's a good way of doing it, as long as it's free.
Yeah, but see, is that more of a way to like?
But at the same time, Street Fighter's doing basically the same thing. And everyone's complaining now because it's Street Fighter. There's a lot more people buying it day one.
Yeah,
but it's the same concept. Why are they releasing half a game?
Yeah, exactly. And like, have review sites mentioned this, or do people?
Oh yeah.
So they do mention it, and people still go out and grab it.
And the thing is, they mention it. They say it's an 8 now, but when it's a complete package, we would give it a 10. But that's too late. Metacritic's already taken their score. No one gives a shit about, oh, we updated our review. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, good point.
I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to read it or watch a new video.
Well, it's interesting. Because it's not like with Splatoon, I get it. Because if it was on the map, on the disc, the map, I can kind of see. Well, you know,
but it's Nintendo. They're time locking.
But I can understand because they must be like, well, X amount of people are going to play it now, and they're probably going to all trail off. So if we release something for free 2 weeks later, even if it's on the disc,
yeah, well, I'm still playing it.
It's going to keep people on.
They released the last free shit like 2 weeks ago or something, or a month ago. I can't remember anymore. And I'd still keep logging in just to check it out.
Yeah, see that I get, but with Street Fighter, you don't really need to play Street Fighter now.
The single player, like that's what they're going to give you, the single player.
Yes.
Unless they're going to give more maps. I don't know if they're going to give more maps, but they should. What they should do is lock that behind the season pass that they also did.
Exactly. Mate.
More games need season passes.
They do, and that was a contributing factor as to why I bought the Fallout season pass. Is it clearly says, and I recorded it and took a photo of it in case any legal jujitsu gets done. It says all Fallout 4 DLC. It doesn't say like all this pack or that pack, and we're gonna keep the big ones. It says all of it because a lot of season passes I've noticed will give you this shit, and you still have to buy other shit. So I don't know.
But I also think it's kind of odd that the season pass was $50 and now it's going to be $70.
That's weird. Didn't they think of this? Like, surely they would have known that we're going to make massive fucking DLCs with little crappy ones.
Well, how much is a Witcher 3 season pass? Like $35.
Yes.
That is, like, in terms of season passes, that's cheap. But at the same time, that's half the price of the game. Well, half the price I paid for the game.
The first DLC, which I haven't finished, is really good. I've been hearing. And the second DLC is supposed to be this massive new part of the map that's bigger than the Skellige Island anyway. So, is that worth...
Like, it's worth $35, but how much would that be individually? Because the first DLC is $15.
Yeah.
Like, just look at the Batman DLC.
Oh, yeah.
You barely made... Like, ignoring all the fucking suits and skins and shit, because who the fuck cares?
And you couldn't even use the car anyway.
Yeah, the new stages were like if you bought them individually, you'd just be a little bit in front. Like if you bought the season pass.
Oh, right.
So if you bought them all, it's like $2 more than the season pass was.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing that this with the Bethesda thing kind of it gives me the shits about is that you can't wait now to see what they're fucking releasing. I don't like buying shit without knowing what I'm buying, and that if it's going to be any good. At least with other season passes where their price is firm, you can wait until either it gets reviewed or until they've released all their DLC, and then that pass is still going to be the same price. Whereas with now, I've had to pull the trigger early just so I can avoid having to pay an extra $20, $30, $40. It's a weird concept.
I'm sure that you'll find out at Bethesda's E3 2016 conference, because at what they have an E3 conference. I don't know why.
Because they've made so much fucking
Dishonored
Fallout
2.
money that they're like, no, fuck it. See, a great marketing strategy.
Evil Within 2.
Oh, please no. A great marketing strategy Bethesda have essentially used is that, holy fuck, Fallout made so much fucking money. If you play Elder Scrolls Online, we'll give you $1 million. That, it's just... I wonder who won that. That's crazy.
Well, didn't Just Cause 3, they gave away an island?
Yeah, but no. This was like...
And then they fired half the fucking Avalanche staff.
Did they?
Yeah.
Of course they did. But no, the thing about that island was, in the fine print, because I watched a video about it.
The island or $10,000?
Yeah, it was kind of like the elephant in The Simpsons. Because it was like, we will not pay for legal fees, we will not pay for this to like actually own that island. So it's kind of like, just take the fucking 10 grand and we'll say you've got an island. But what would you take? It's interesting.
I'd take the island.
Exactly.
I'd go through the fucking legal fees just to be someone who has an island.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Because your 10 grand would be nice, but I would fucking go through that like a son of a bitch. So
yeah, it was 10,000 US.
Oh.
So that's going to last longer than 10,000 Australian dollars. Because this chair's nice, but it was 10,000. This table, 100,000, probably.
Yeah. About that. We live in luxury here. In Wollongong. Right. Shall we move on, or are we not done talking about half-completed games?
I've thought of every half-completed game.
I'm sure there's more out there.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about Firewatch and other...